What's up, people? What it do, people? Hope everybody having a good Saturday evening slash night. Hope everybody doing well. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody doing well. If you end up getting in here, make sure you give a like to the live stream. Help this get out to more people. If you support this channel, if not, don't sit around and watch something that you don't like. Find something that you do like, probably not for you. But if you do support, just give a like. Man, I'm gonna just start. Tonight I want to talk about the road less traveled. The road less traveled. And how more and more that this is going to be a path that's going to be extremely hard to find, especially nowadays with everything that's going on. I deal with a lot of the youth, and I also hear what's going on from my parents as well, raising their kids. And there's something that's going on with the youth nowadays of their main focus is wanting to become viral. They're willing to leave everything on the line to become viral. And I think that's very, very, very interesting. Because becoming viral nowadays is obviously equivalent of becoming famous, but it also shows like the need for validation from people. And it's a need, for the most part, validation of people that you don't even know. Strangers from this like digital space, from this digital world, this digital meta. And it's crazy because it's ultimately as well blinding people to ultimately who they are. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the live. If you enjoy the channel, support the channel. Just get the channel a like. Help it get out there to more people. Tonight, we're just talking about going down a road that's less traveled, taking a narrow path, the path that's destined and only meant for you, and how important that actually is. How important that is. For anybody that's tuning in right now, you guys are destined for greatness. And that greatness is going to be found within yourself. First and foremost, it's not going to be found outside of you. Don't seek validation from the outside world at all for your greatness. And don't travel down the road that's paved wide, that many people are on. You're walking down the path of destruction, ultimately speaking. Yo, Izzy, man. Yo, shout out to my boy, man. He's been supporting for a while now. And go subscribe to his channel as well. The All-Star Lifestyle. He gonna put you on game. He will put you on game. Please, 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 please. Go show Izzy some love, man. Cool dude right there. Cool dude. But you guys, y'all gotta find that gold within y'all, man. That true light will be found within y'all. Seriously. Yeah, no problem, bro. You the GOAT, bro. But it's like, yo, it's kind of nuts, people. Um, it's like people are like going through some craziness inside of their heads, man, within their emotions as well. It's making people like lose their freaking mind. And I think that right now, in the space that we like living in this time that we living in, it's a good thing and also a bad thing. Like it depends on how you look at it, ultimately speaking. Because ultimately, with everything that's going on, it's presenting us with very new opportunities because everything is getting broken down right now in society. If y'all paying like close attention, everything is getting broken down from the top all the way down to the bottom. Whether you look in the school system, whether you look in like the government, whether you look like probably even in your own friend group, in your family, everything is getting broken down. And it's ultimately pointing to the fact that the old ways and the old paradigms that we once lived off of, it's not working anymore. It don't work. It don't work. And ultimately, another important thing to recognize is like people getting grown cold towards each other. For real. A lot of people probably leave out their house and they don't even talk to their neighbors or anything. They keep their head down and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing in like public spaces. Like the one thing that I'm also starting to notice, and it's not a hard thing to notice, but I just can't help but to notice, is just that people like walking in public with their head down, man. They can't even pick their head up because they like looking at their phone. They're not even paying attention to what's going on around them. They in another world, in another space, like straight up. But a lot of this stuff is just it's not our fault. This is just the world that is coming to be. And the powers that be is creating this crazy, this nutty world that we living in. That's why I put such an emphasis on y'all like finding and grasping that light within yourselves and traveling that road that nobody go down. For real, and make a way. Make a way for yourself. Make a way for yourself. Three words that constantly get stated here. Three words. Serve your purpose. Be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. And don't seek validation from anybody else. Don't do that. Other people is going to lead you straight into a hellhole. Z-Dog, what's going on? What's going on? Hope you're having a great night. I hope everybody on here is having a great night. For real, for real. I hope that at some point today, you had time to work on yourself. Everybody here. And I hope that you continue on that journey of improving yourself, improving your life from all aspects. It don't matter what it is. Be a beacon of light to other people around you. Let them know, right, that it's possible for them to live out their dreams and aspirations. For real. Let people know that. From the inside out. Don't try to show the world and tell the world what you're doing and what you're trying to be. Just be that person straight up. Ah, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Wow. Popping in. I see you. I see you. I see you. It's kind of crazy. The last time that you was on this live, that live got a little nutty towards the end. It got a little crazy. The dude was like leaving crazy comments on my videos after I got done like the live. Like that was like kind of nuts. But at least you was here to witness that. But I hope you're having a blessed night as well. Daughter of Yasharel. He definitely did. He definitely did. But the beautiful thing, if you truly, truly walking in the light, there's nothing that anybody can do to disturb you at all. At all. And if that does happen, that means that you stepped away from the true source and the true light. For real, for real. All right. I ain't way too much. I can barely move. That's good. You ate good. You ate good. But have a good night. Thank you for even popping in. I really, really appreciate it. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Thank you for popping in, though. Much appreciated. Seriously. Seriously. Shabbat shalom. Shalom, shalom. Perfect peace to you. Perfect peace to you. Um, to everybody that's tapped in right now, the most important thing that you can do while like you're going on this like process, peace, peace, peace. That's right, Izzy. Peace. Shalom. You when you're going through this process of traveling this narrow road, there's a lot of things that will happen, and it's guaranteed. I promise you from firsthand experience, you will lose a lot. First and foremost, that's going to be like the one thing that you're going to recognize that's going to happen. Once you start walking in the light of your purpose, you're going to start, everything is going to break down. Everything. You're going to feel crazy about certain spaces that you used to be comfortable in. They're going to finally feel like, yo, this ain't it. I don't know what this is, but I can't be here no more. You're going to feel disturbed. That's one of those things that's going to happen once you start walking that narrow path. That's a good sign. Once you start feeling that feeling of like, yo, this don't feel right. You're going to start feeling vibes from people that you were so comfortable of being around. This ain't it. I can feel that they don't have my best interest at heart and in mind. And there's going to be a lot of turmoil and a lot of hate that's going to start to get built up around people once you start walking in your purpose and start traveling this narrow road. You might end up losing your job. You might lose stuff that's valuable to you. For example, like your car. You might get into a crazy car accident. Your car might break down. You might not have the money to pay for it. All of this wacky stuff is going to start to happen to you once you start this awakening process of walking in the light of truth without you even probably realizing and knowing what's actually going on for real, for real. It's just going to be a breakdown of everything. And you're going to start to see that you're being removed from people for some odd reason. And you're getting closer and closer to solitude and silence and stillness. And it's only because God is trying to reveal something to you that's very, very important about your purpose and your life's mission and your soul's mission. And all of these things is being set up internally, first and foremost, like, to be quite honest. A lot of things that you think is happening outside of you is very well happening inside of you as well, too. It's very internal. Very, very, very internal. And you have to commit to these things no matter how hard it is. Like, when you feel like you're going crazy, when it feels like I said, you're having a breakdown of your friends and family, when you can't no longer be in certain spaces no more that you was real comfortable in, you're going to have to accept the fact that you're moving into a higher calling. You're going to have to accept that fact. And you have to be willing to accept everything that comes with that. Because there's bigger and better out there for you. Seriously, you just got to weather the storm because you're being taught something. And one of the most important things that you can have on this road that's less traveled is patience. Patience, 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 patience. I found myself on here talking about that like a lot. And it's way better for you to be patient when it comes to walking in the light of your purpose rather than being impatient and wanting something instantly to happen for you and feeling like things aren't happening quick enough. And you're willing to let go pretty quick. Don't let go. Don't let go. If you're in the middle of experiencing hell, just experience it for what it is and just go completely through it because God will be with you. through the whatever storm that you're going through right now. And you have to go through it. Most people avoid it. And you can't even avoid it. Most people, when you look at, like, even on the surface of, like, the surface level, and it may look like everything is going well for them, and like they seem like they got the dream life. What is their inner life like? Are they not satisfied with what they have? Do they still have a lot of animosity and hate towards people? And that's more important to look at rather than the physical possessions that is destined to deteriorate and not last long. If you got a car in 2024, 10 years down the line, that car will be older. They're going to have new cars. So don't focus on any of that stuff. Focus on the most important thing, which is yourself. Focus on that. Focus on that. Don't also focus on pleasing and satisfying other people or seeking validation from other people. That's the wide road as well, that a lot of people are traveling. And that means that those type of people that's on that road is seeking validation from other people. They're very far removed from their purpose. They're very far removed from what their dream actually is. And who were they destined to be? Because you wasn't destined to be a person to seek validation from other people. That's not why you're here. That's not where your purpose lies. You meant to do so many great things, like, for real. And those great things is going to come out of you and through you. It's not going to come from other people and what other people think you are. So keep going your way. And do the best that you can to walk in the light of truth, because that's ultimately where your purpose is going to be found, in the light of truth. And people that are seeking validation from other people, and this weird phenomena that's going on right now with people wanting to go viral, that don't go down that road. I truly believe that those people who seek that sort of validation, they're going through like mental crises inside themselves, seeking this little one moment where millions of people just so happen to watch their video. A little moment. But also, it's very important to understand how important being in the moment actually is, and being present rather than seeking that one moment in the future and not being present right here, right now, because that's where the real superpower is at. I talk about this all the time, is about being present. That's the only place where you're going to find, like, God, honestly speaking. You're not going to find God in tomorrow. You're not going to find God in yesterday. God is not there. God is not there. Be present within yourself. Be whole within yourself. And that don't necessarily mean like be good and all of that. Just recognize where you are right now in this present moment in time. That's it. Because tomorrow don't exist and yesterday is over and done with. Yesterday is over and done with. You're not going to get any of those days or years back, months back. It's over. It's a wrap. And ultimately speaking, we don't know what tomorrow look like. We don't know what next week look like. We just hope that we're going to get there. Not to say like planning things out, like don't do that. You can, but don't get overly invested into a plan. That's how anxiety get created. And I believe that depression and grief and all of that get created from thinking about the past and dwelling on the past all the time. Be present in this moment. Be present right now on this Saturday. As present as you possibly can. Don't avoid certain thoughts and don't avoid certain feelings. Embrace them when they do come. And just simply watch them and observe them. Just watch and observe. Watch the thoughts that go on in your head. And you're going to realize you're having conversations in your head with something that's not necessarily you. It seems like it's coming from somewhere else. Have you guys like realized that? That the dialogue that you be having like within your head, with you, not you. Yo, our brains is nuts. But everything that we're experiencing is like truly physical. It's like real physical. It's like kind of crazy. It's very, very spiritual. And within that spiritual, you will find your purpose. I be spamming saying this like all the time because a lot of people think that they found their purpose, but they're looking at outside things that they're doing, thinking that their purpose is in that. And this is the example that I can give to that, like 110%. So on my personal journey, I thought my purpose lied in me being a basketball player, confusing with what I was doing with who I am, not realizing that those were two different things that that's not who I was. That's just something I simply was doing. And my life was consumed with that identity of being a basketball player. And that came with a lot of blessings, but at the end of the day, that also came with a lot of like curses and hindrances for me focusing on that one thing, not realizing that I was more than that. And I was trapping myself in this false identity, which a lot of us do. Like, it's so easy to do. And I spent 10 years of my life chasing that identity of that when my purpose lied somewhere else. Granted, now like I'm still involved in basketball as a coach and a trainer, but the world is bigger than a sport. And not saying that if you are involved in sports or anything, like don't do that. Like it's a bad thing. It's a lot of growth and teaching that could come with these things, but don't get so caught up in it that you confuse yourself and your whole identity into that and thinking that you're that when you're not. You much more. You are much more. And once you're on that road of being authentic, you will truly realize that. You're gonna truly realize that. Thanks for the likes, people. It's like kind of small, but it don't matter if it's one person that I'm talking to, you know? I really, really want to encourage y'all to be the best version of yourselves that y'all could possibly be. That's the main reason of me doing this. Everything else kind of like comes second, to be quite honest. I believe that there's a lot of people out there that's like really truly looking to unlock their hidden potential, but don't know how to go about doing that. They don't know where to look. And a lot of people are desperately wanting to know how to do that. They are desperately wanting to know how to escape the hell within themselves and be whole and find peace, truly. And this is a reference to Joseph Campbell's The Monomyth, A Hero's Journey. But your wholeness and the peace that you're looking for is truly going to be found within yourself. And you may go on a journey in this outside world, going to different places, meeting different people that will help you out along the way. But there's something internal in your life that's been guiding you this whole entire time. This whole entire time. That's putting you in certain spaces with certain people in certain rooms to help you realize something, to truly help you realize something. You have a strong guiding force in your spirit body, not your physical body. Your physical body is only a vessel to get your spiritual purpose and mission in life done. That's why your body's like important in this lifetime, because it's meant to carry out the honestly the will of God. And you are one on one. No two snowflakes are alike. You were meant to be great in this world. Those that's listening. And if a lot of people don't want to be a part of that path, so what? Keep going your way. That's what makes the path narrow. That's truly what makes the path narrow. Keep going your way. Keep going your way until you reach the finish line. And if you take a close look at the purpose served logo, that's truly what that means. Like when it's all said and done and your expiration date hit, you want to know that you served your purpose. You want to know that you hit the mark. And like I just now said, there's a guiding force that's helping you get to that path. And it's real quiet and it's kind of in the back of you and it's whispering to you what you must do and who you must become. A lot of people, this is a conversation I just had with a decent amount of people last week in regards to this. It's just that people never turn around to look at themselves to see the greater version of them that's talking and guiding them in a specific way. Oftentimes they had a back facing them and they're doing everything contrary to what that is. All right, Emmy, I'm so sorry. I must believe is in Germany 1:41 p.m. and I must go to sleep. But I subscribe you. Yours pretty and perfect. Thank you for being it. Thank you, Emily. Emmy, if I said that right, that's actually crazy. I appreciate you subscribing, but the majority of my listeners, especially for my podcast, the Purpose Serves the podcast, for those please download and show support. Majority of my listeners come from Germany, which is wild, and I'm from the States. They come from Germany, and to me, that's so unbelievable. I have like my stats here, like right now, right in front of me for like my downloads, but yeah, I believe what is it? I don't know if it's like Frankfurt or something that is like Frankfurt where most majority of my listeners come from. But have a great day. Have a great day. Yeah, this is a broken record alert from me, and I mentioned this last time that I was on live that um everything that I'm doing right now in this present moment, at some given point, I have fear towards it. And I did my best to try to avoid a lot of things that I'm doing right now. I did my best. I did my best to try to cut corners. I did the best that I can to avoid certain situations and put myself in certain predicaments because I knew the responsibilities of what it was going to come with. And I wasn't willing to step into that pressure. I wasn't. Thank you. Have a great day too. Behind you can go live later or something. I support you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You have a great day. Enjoy your sleep. And I really, really appreciate the support. Seriously. Seriously, seriously, seriously. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing day. But yeah. The one thing going back to like what I was saying is just that a lot of us with that our greater personality and back of ourselves that's telling us like go left and is whispering it. We end up going right. And we listen to the outside things that's on the opposite side of our greater personality when that greater personality in back of us tells us, say this. And we don't say it because we're scared. We're scared. We go contrary to that greater personality. And oftentimes, that's you blocking out the Holy Spirit and that direct communication with God. Ultimately speaking, you're blocking that out, and you don't trust it. You don't trust it, and I'm telling you, it's real gentle. It's really, really gentle. That's why I encourage people, in order, like your main priority on this road less traveled, your main priority is getting to know yourself. That's your main priority. Getting to know yourself so you could know exactly what to do and when to do it. That's your main priority. How can you get to know yourself, right? How can you get to know yourself? You can start Every day, when your day is winding down, right before you go to sleep, this is the one thing that I constantly encourage people to do to start getting to know yourself for real, is being quiet and silent within yourself right before you go to sleep for 60 seconds to 5 minutes. Can you sit there and be quiet and just watch your thoughts and watch your feelings and see what pops up? Wait and see. Don't try to suppress anything. Don't try to avoid certain feelings and all of that. Just watch the craziness that's going on inside of you. And when you wake up in the morning and you're going through that little that hazy little brain fog and stuff like that, can you do the same thing without immediately reaching for your phone? Be watchful of what's going on inside of you. That's a great start on this road less traveled, because you got something that's inside of you that don't belong there, that's going to war with the true you. You got something that you would identify with that's not truly you. And three distinct questions that I ask people in regards to being able to distinguish these things, and it's something that they never really considered and think about, is I ask them three specific questions. Are you your body? Are you your thoughts? And are you your feelings? Are you any of those three things? A lot of people would answer yeah to one, two, or three, or all of them. They would answer one, two, or three to all of those questions. And I'm gonna give you guys, like, if I was asking, talking to you guys individually in person, that's something I would ask you guys. And just to cut to the chase, and because I don't really think that anybody would like answer that right now, even though I would love for y'all input. And if you are like in this live, please like it so it can reach more people. But you are not your body, you're not your thoughts, and you're not your feelings. So then that leaves you with, like, who am I for real? Who am I? There's three questions that from from a book that I read, but these three questions originally come from a painting. And I'm about to read you guys these three questions of what they are. This is kind of insane, bruh. If y'all knew how much like I wrote this scrapping down stuff, it's like kind of insane. Like, I write so much stuff down. It is wildly nuts. I write like crazy. Write like crazy. Just always writing. But boom, actually I found the paper that I was looking for. So the three questions, they come from a French painter by the name of Paul Gauguin. I think I said his name right. And these three questions are: where do we come from? What are we? And where are we going? Those questions are so important. I think that those are profound questions. Where do we come from? Where are we going? And what are we? And how I came across this came from a book called Youth of the Apocalypse. And this book came from this guy named Justin Moeller, I think his name is. And he's an Orthodox Christian, and he presented these three questions: where do we come from? What are we? And where are we going? I think those are very, very existential questions, important questions to constantly ask. And this is something that I personally think about all the time, is the origin nature of human beings, the origin nature of the earth, and the origin nature of the whole entire universe, cosmology, ultimately speaking. And something that I understand is that there's a unifying force that connects all things. All things. Science points to this, but also religion points to this as well. And I'm a Christian by faith, and everything is the creation of God. Everything. And God is outside of creation itself, because God is the creator of creation, the immovable being that caused movement for the whole entire universe. That's an Indian everything. And with that being said, you are a part of that yourselves if you're willing to walk in that light of truth. And if you had to ask where you're going, you must also ask an important question of where do you come from? And knowing the beginning and the end will put you in the predicament of knowing who you are and why you're here and what you're supposed to be doing here in this lifetime on this earth. Deep stuff. Man, that's so deep. You have so much deepness and a well of like knowledge and information within you that honestly you don't even have to go to school for. A lot of these places now are like, they're so corrupt, and they're run by Luciferians, to be quite honest. They're run by evil entities, and a lot of us don't even realize how deep these laws are that got us like living a shell of ourselves, and we're moving away from God at a rapid rate right now. We're moving so far away from God, it's not even funny. The love of many will grow cold, and we're experiencing that right now. Do you really love your neighbor as you love yourself? And that's the second greatest commandment. And the greatest commandment is, do you love the Lord your God? With these orders messed up, you won't get to your purpose. You truly won't get to your purpose. And I promise you guys, man, there is a unifying force that connects everything in all of existence. All of it. And to be tapped into that is a superpower. One of the first lines, the first line in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, is God created the heavens and the earth. And he did all of this before he uttered a word. He did all of this in the act of silence. And the spiritual was before the physical. From that perspective, from our perspective, the physical was before the spiritual. We was made from the dust of the ground. But in order to get to our true nature, we have to go within ourselves. And we was told that that's what the kingdom of heaven is. And within the kingdom of heaven, you're going to find the kingdom of God. But you just don't get to the kingdom of God. You got to get to the kingdom of heaven first. And wherever your heart is, that's where your hidden treasure is. And if you move from that space, if you truly move from that space, you are truly on your way, my people. You are truly on your way. This is a quick one, but the one thing that, just to wrap all of this up, just to wrap everything that I'm saying up real quick, is don't seek others' validation for your life. Throw that away as quickly as you possibly can. Go within yourself, find a true light, and emanate that out into the world. And not only are you going to change your life, you're going to change the people's lives around you. Guaranteed. You got my word. You got my word. You're going to change the people's lives around you. Don't look to go viral. Don't post to get a dopamine rush and instant gratification because you want people to see what you're doing. Who cares? Don't care about what other people think about you. Don't care about what other people think about what you're going to say. Live out the truth no matter what. And as long as you do that, God will be on your side and you will be serving your purpose. Guaranteed. I'm going to start doing that. Guaranteed. Live out your purpose. Live it out. And y'all are going to be just fine. Y'all will be just fine. And by doing that, you'll know the way that you will have to go. Truly. But that's all I got for y'all tonight. I appreciate the love and support that I got tonight. You know what I'm saying? Until next time. If you are new to this, if you want to hear more from me, go watch other videos. Go support the Purpose Served podcast. We 100 plus episodes in. We should be having some interesting guests on in the future. If not, the message is still going to be the same. No matter what. Serve your purpose. Serve your purpose. Take action towards your dreams and aspirations. And honor the two greatest commandments, which is to love the Lord your God and to love your neighbor. And you guys will be just fine. You're going to make it to the ages of all ages. Alrighty. We out of here. God bless. Love y'all, man.